Okay, so what's up, ladies and gents? Let's just talk about games in general. I'm talking about Saints Row Reboot. I'm talking about The Last of Us Remake, and a game I was currently going to play on stream for y'all. And that was going to be Bloodborne. But I had to replay it again to the DLC on New Game Plus. I will not be playing that. Maybe if I do another, I don't know. If I do another run, if I do a new game, I might restream that. But for currently, I'm not doing Bloodborne because it's just I got to a boss, and I don't care if it's spoiled. If we do a New Game Plus, or if you see the video, I swear a lot in that video. I was cussing out. I said a lot of stuff I didn't want to say, but yeah, I made the Ludwig, the curse, and yeah, he is when I got to that boss fight, I realized how bad the bosses are in that game. People keep putting Bloodborne on this pedestal of greatness of video games, and then my problem with the game, I feel like it's lackluster. I know this is an unpopular opinion. I know you're gonna hate me for this, but I gotta say this. I feel like it felt like the game is lackluster, man. Let's talk about the bosses. The bosses are bad. In the base game, they're either too easy or just forgettable at all. They're not really memorable, and like they're just forgettable. Like the final boss fight, a lot of these are spoiled. Gurman, he's so like he's a generic last boss. So it's like I was ready to play, and then I got to. Again, this is about Bloodborne. I got to Bloodborne. I played Ludwig the Curse, and I'm like, no, I'm not playing this anymore. Again, I don't know why people put this game on a pedestal. Like, that's wrong. The bosses in this game are terrible. That game are terrible. I was getting ready to do a playthrough. Maybe if I do a new game instead of New Game Plus, I'll play it. But as like right now, I'm not doing the Old Hunters DLC. Like I gotta I'm not playing the Old Hunters DLC. I'm not doing it. I feel like the bosses are poorly designed in that game. And I played Dark Souls 3. And I struggled a lot on those bosses too. Nameless King, for instance. I struggled on him. I struggled on Madeir. But like some of the bosses in that game in Dark Souls and Bloodborne are just terrible, bro. I will not be playing that. What is this? Should I do some activities while I'm doing this? Start a co-op game. Yeah, so I'm talking about that first. I was going to stream that for y'all. I beat the base game, but I did not finish the Old Hunters DLC, and I have no desire playing it. I got to Ludwig, and he's arguably the worst boss so far. That's the first boss in the DLC. What is this? All right, another game. We're gonna talk about Saints Row Reboot. I was kind of wrong about that game. It's an alright game. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's not that good either. It is buggy and glitchy. What is this? Throw bombs, destroy the bomb tower. See, I'm gonna play a little bit of game. How do you do this? Oh, I gotta put. Oh, okay. I forgot how to play this. It's been a minute. Oh, wait, how do you do this? Bro, I forgot how to play this. Oh, okay. Two. Am I doing this right? Yeah, okay, so Saints Row Reboot. Some of the characters for a minute. I thought that maybe the characters would be a lot better than what they were before. And they really didn't, like, translate how I wanted them to. A lot of people said it was cringy. I mean, it wasn't. I feel like it went for a more comedic tone. Like how Saints Row 4 and 3 is. But I gotta hurry up. Oh, freak. Is there like a time limit on this? I feel like I didn't really mind the cringiness of the game because I felt like I knew what I was getting. But I can understand why people didn't really like the tone. But I feel like that's how Saints Row 3, 4, and Get Out of Hell was. They were known. They were really never. You know, the dialogue in those games were never really Oscar worthy. And I felt like maybe it was not. Dude, this activity sucks. I felt like if you understand what Saints Row truly is, it's more of a comedic game. It's more like a parody. it's not something you really take seriously. And I feel like people take this, bro, am I getting hit by? I feel like people take Saints Row too serious. No, that doesn't mean you can't, you know, critique it or anything. Bro, is there like no time limit in this? Well, my fault. I see my battery. I feel like this game is just like so freaking bad, bro. But like, I feel like a lot of missions, they were a little repetitive. Like, all right, you go to the donut shop. Last spoilers in here. You go to the donut shop, and you know, you'll do something. Oh, all of a sudden something happens. You gotta fight. You'll go pick up some art for Nina. That's what happens. You'll have to fight. You'll go pick up you know, I mean, like, it's just, bro, I just pissed off, man. I'm pissed off, like, bro, what is this game? I don't do no activities in this game. Yeah, you go pick up some art. Guess what? Can I log out? Yeah, you go pick up some donuts to go to donut shop. You know, then all of a sudden you'll encounter the Los Panteros or the Marshals. That's the group I was in. Or you'll encounter what's that other group? It's another group. It's another group. You'll talk about. Yeah, it's a lot I gotta get my chest. I forgot the third group that you the idols. They'll come every freaking mission. You have to fight them. You go pick up the thing for Kevin. They have to fight them. And again, I know a lot of people didn't like Saints Row 3 and 4. But I feel like it was kind of fun though. The gameplay wasn't that bad. The people be like, it's clunky. It was glitchy. That was my internet. What's on my internet? On my internet. But like, yeah, it was glitchy, clunky. A lot of people said. I feel like the gameplay wasn't that bad. I will admit though, the game itself, the story was alright. I think it's better than 3. I think the Saints Row reboot storyline was way better than 3. Like, in my opinion, 3 wasn't see, people don't understand this. Saints Row 3's story was convoluted. First of all, you know, you robbed the bank. First of all, y'all are like what, not global empires, what's the word for it? Like superstars? You have your own brand, like Saints Row is a brand now. So like, I didn't understand that, and then like you get captured by Philip Loren, he dies. Then his second in command, Killbane, takes over. You have some dumb groups. You have the Deckers, the Luchadors. Like, how is that thuggish? You know what I'm saying? Then you had Stag. They came later. I keep forgetting who's the Stag dude's. What was the Stag dude's name? Yeah, Stag. And then you had yeah, like it just didn't. It was so convoluted. You had the Winter Sisters. I think Killbane killed one of the Winter Sisters. So then one of the Winter Sisters, is it Viola and the other one? I forgot her name. She helps you try to take out Killbane. And yeah, I felt like it was convoluted. Some of the missions did not make sense. Like they had a zombie mission there. Some of the missions were alright. Like the Gamekeeper was alright, but I feel like the game itself, Saints Row 3 had one of the worst stories. People keep saying it's the most decent one. How? How is Saints Row 3 decent, man? Just like someone let me know, cause I'm like, how is the story decent? How is it better than y'all keep saying the Saints Row reboot story is bad? How is story is better? People praise 3 out the behind. I see analysts, game critics alone call it the best Saints Row in the series when they got remastered. If you go IGN, the best Saints Row just got better. Like, bro, what? 2 and 1 is better than 3. Like, y'all, people baffle me what they do. It's like the gaming industry is a joke. The same people that hate Last of Us 2 and all these other games be the same ones that be praising one game, and then when the game does the same, oh, this sucks. But like, in Saints Row 4, it has better gameplay than Saints Row 3, bro. You can do everything you can do in Saints Row 3, but you can do it in 4. Do you want to call it reskin? But Saints Row 3, people praise the hell out of Saints Row 3. They praise the hell out of Saints Row 3. Like, Saints Row 3 was never that good of a game in terms of story. I don't know what people were smoking or what game they were playing, but everybody does this every time. They praise the game, even though it's mediocre. The story, what was the whole point of the story? Most of the story missions were activities. You help Zemos out, or some dumb crap. You know, they weren't even story. Half of them weren't story missions. Like, I never understood why people do this. If you don't like a franchise, just say it straight up. Like, stop with the bull crap. Like, if you never liked the games to begin with, okay, that's understandable. But stop being like, stop doing this whole like trying to create a fake image of facade for yourself. If you didn't like the whole series to begin with, you never liked 2, 1, okay, that's fine, or 3. But stop with this whole Saints Row 3 was the best in the series, when it really wasn't. It took out a lot of annoying parts from 2, like having to do the not respect. Yeah, having to give respect for each mission. Took that out. You could just play each mission straight up. And the gameplay was a lot easier. It was a lot more fluid. You know, it had I feel like it had its own identity at that point. But people be like, the double standards that games receive in the industry be baffling. Like, again, if I'm gonna go on another synopsis on Saints Row reboot, now I'm doing this one because I don't want to keep making all these videos. So basically, long story short, your character, he works for one of the enemy rivals, which was Marshall, the main character. Kevin, he's one of your teammates. Well, he's your friend, best friend, your roommate. He was a part of Idols, and Nina, she's like this mechanic girl. She was a part of Los Pranteros. So basically what happens is, you know, you do have to falling out with the Marshals. First mission, he takes out the Nawali, but the Nawali is a dude he's a guy in that the Marshals were tracking down. They's like one of the most wanted people or something. You go against your sergeant's orders and you capture him, but you don't do it convincingly how she wants you to. So your first real check you get, she doesn't give it to you. Like, she hands you the envelope, but there's no money inside of it. So what you do is you can't pay your rent, and so you have to go rob I think it's some type of mini bank. And then like after that, you know, you get back on good terms with the sergeant. And then, okay, you're at this, like, not meet and greet, this dinner thing, party. And you lose the, I forgot what it's called. You lose, this item that's really special to the Marshals. You don't really, well, it gets stolen. I can't think of the name right now. Well, I don't want to, it's good I don't remember. It gets stolen. And Atticus, I think his last name is, his first name is Atticus Mitchell. Atticus Mitchell. He fires you because, you know, he holds you responsible for letting the idols get a hold of the item. I can't think of the item's name, but you get fired. So long story short, Nina, she quits her job. Well, she quits hanging out with the idols, and then Kevin, she quits hanging out with the Los Pranteros. Kevin stops. Kevin stops hanging out with the idols, and Nina stops hanging out with Los Pranteros. So you, Eli, Nina, and Kevin, Y'all come up with your own. Y'all get your own group. The same, you know, create the Saints Row. It's like an origin story. You get fired, so you create your own. You create your own empires. You know, then you get your gangs. You know, the gangs the 3 people are in. It's an alright storyline. I don't really have problems with the storyline. Spoiler alert: the Nawali, he betrayed you because you rescued the Nawali from prison. Yeah, you don't want to put him in prison, so you rescue him for a mission. He betrays you. Try to kill him. Blah blah blah. Long story short, I feel like the storyline wasn't that bad. The missions, though, again, I feel like they didn't need to always have to have you fight somebody every time. Like every mission, you know, it was all in you getting chased by cops or chased by an enemy or chased by, you know, idols or something. I felt like they didn't necessarily need you to do it. There's no cover system in the game either. It's not like Saints Row 3 either, where your health regenerates. I think Saints Row 1 didn't do it either, but Saints Row 1 did that. Your health did regenerate. I think 3, 4 health regenerates. You can't upgrade your health either. There's a skill tree, but my final thoughts is 7.5 because it's buggy. It was fun. It was wacky. I did enjoy it, but the mission variety was alright, I guess. Even though you technically didn't really do much different missions. Like, again, you'll go to the donut shop, and then all of a sudden, the donut shop, you know, you never got donuts from there. You go to pick up the toys for Kevin, a childhood toy that he always wanted. You go there, you start to fight the idols and them. But I'm gonna do another analysis on that. This video is more about this video game in general, because I'm just like at a terrible time video games with people, and it's me. I don't know what I'm gonna really play right now. I hope I'm gonna have Song Frontiers and all the other games, but I'll probably play on my Xbox, and I'll probably just get my analysis on the games instead. But it's like, yeah, it's like Saints Row was an alright game, and I'm gonna get more in depth when I do another Saints Row reboot. I know I made like 2 of these already. Thoughts, and I was okay. I was a little bit wrong. It was not a bad game though. I would rank it behind Saints Row 1 and 2, in front of 3. I feel like 3, it was fun, but it's like, yeah, the same criticism you got to give 1. I mean, the reboot, you got to get the 3. You know what I mean? Like, how can you sit here and be like, oh, the reboot is so boring, it's soulless, it's lifeless, it's repetitive, it's tedious. But Saints Row the 3rd literally didn't have any missions ever that, besides the power thingy. What missions really were like jaw-dropping? Like, you were literally doing the same thing, blowing stuff up. Like, I don't understand that. Like, people they love to hate. Again, they love to hate. Okay, let's talk about another game I have my problems with. Last of Us Remake. Boy, I knew this was coming. I'm a huge Last of Us 1 and 2 fan. I love 2. I know a lot of people hate it too. I started this many times. One of my favorite games. I feel like it's better than 1 in gameplay. Story, I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it. But Last of Us Remake. Okay, I was watching IGN. They gave it a 9. Game and Bolt gave it a 9. Why are we rewarding this games for doing the same thing the other games did? This is, I promise you, this is Saints Row. This is any other franchise, bro. And they tried this, re-release the game 3 times. This is any other franchise. They tried to re-release the game 3 times, or charge $70 for a game that's a 10-year-old game, basically. This is any other game. I bet you everybody in the comment section, all the critics, all the gamers are gonna critique this game, are gonna bash it. You're gonna see this on trending on Twitter. You're gonna see the number 5. Oh, I said this game sucks. Blah, blah, blah. This is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed re-released Assassin's Creed 1. Let's say they did it. Let's say they re-released Assassin's Creed 2, 5, 6 times. Charge $70 for a remake. People are gonna lose their shit, man. It's like this double standard y'all have for games. It's like if it's y'all favorite game, it gets a pass. Even though I feel like 1 isn't that great, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash. I said a lot of I feel like it's a generic story. It's basically a, you know, it's a smuggle mission turned out to be a love good story. I feel like I still don't. I really don't like. I feel like the storyline is generic. It doesn't really innovate, and then you look at it. It doesn't have the best gameplay. Like Pan 2. It is, like compared to Last of Us 2, Last of Us 1 gameplay is not even close. Like you don't say the story's good, I guess, but really, what the story didn't really have was like, I feel like it's overrated. I'm sorry, I feel like overrated. And Last of Us 1 and 2 my favorite 2 games. How do you like overrated game? I enjoy Last of Us 1. It's not the greatest game. My clusters, bro. But I always come back to this game anyway, just to, you know, make videos about it. But yeah, just have to come back, tell my thoughts, opinions. What games I might be streaming, what games I probably won't, what I was planning on doing. I got a lot to talk about. Like gaming, again, Last of Us Part 1. People say, well, I'm about $70 again. The same game because it has new graphics. Like, bro, I was gonna say this. Duh, it was gonna get new graphics regardless. It would been kind of lackluster if it didn't. I feel like only people like Last of Us 2, Last of Us Remake. I just wanted to piss people off. Like, there's nothing redeeming about Last of Us, man. But I'm gonna end it right here. I don't want to get too far. This has been a long video. Hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the first side, man. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get some rest.